Now, Verne Gagne, what was he like as a promoter?
Jesus, guys, come on. Can't you do anything right? Do I got to come in here and do it for you all? At that particular time, that was Verne's favorite saying, because he'd come in, we'd have to do about 30 markets. We'd all come in into, you know, the Minneapolis office, and we'd all be getting ready to do our promos. At that point in time, interviews were 2.5, 3 minutes. So that means you had 3 people there, plus the announcer. You had plenty of time to get your storylines over, which is not the case today. But Verne would always come in there if, you know, it'd be at the end of the day. Everybody was finished doing their interviews. And Verne would just come back in there and see something, and he'd make everybody start all over again. Huh. But he was a perfectionist. I guess that's why he's such a legend in this business today. He knew what worked. He knew the storylines that worked. He knew the chemistries with the people. And, of course, he had Ray Stevens up there, too, so that was a lot of help.
What was Ray like?
Ray Stevens was just wonderful. I could go down in his office and sit down and talk to him and listen to him just tell me stories. Stories about Wahoo McDaniel, stories about feuds that he had with people. And I wish I'd have taped them because he's not here now. Right. But I miss him a lot. He was a big influence.
No, I guess Verne's real big first show was Superclash.
Yes.
That was just like WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Were you overwhelmed working in front of such a big crowd?
Yeah. Yeah, I was. But as I got the same feeling in my tummy today that I got then, right before I walked out through those curtains. But once you walk out through those curtains, the crowd was just there, and you knew what you had to do. You still had the right. Tight tummy and everything, but you still knew what you had to do.
What are your memories of working with Candi Devine back then?
Candi? Oh, God. Oh, man, Candi. Let me tell you, Candi was, Candi, I love you, but I got to tell this. Huh. Candi was, I mean, she was so infatuated with Stan Lane at one point. And I've never told anybody this, so right. This is going to be a first for you, okay?
All right, cool.
But Candi, I mean, she loved Stan Lane. She really, really did. And I'm not sure if the feeling was mutual or anything, but I know that all of us girls, you know, we have our idols too. But Candi's was Stan Lane at the time. And we were there at the matches, and I had went to go get me a soda pop or something. You know, matches were just getting over and everything. My bags were packed, and Candi and I had drove up. So I go back, you know, concession stands closed down. My Coke in my hand, get my pouch. I was about ready to go get in the car. So I go back to the dressing room, and so I'm looking around all over the place. No gear. My gear's there. Candi's gear's gone. So I go out to the back door. Candi's car is gone. So I'm stuck in BF, Tennessee, no ride, and Candi Devine's going down the road chasing Stan Lane, trying to talk to them, and just forgot all about me. I held a grudge against her for about 6 years, and I finally told her, and she says, "I am so sorry." So we let it go after that. Another thing about Candi was I always used to get on tour. We'd get in the ring and we'd work out a bit. But she was always taking, you guys' camera, I don't know if you can see if I get up, but Candi would hit the ropes. She'd take these baby steps. She'd be going, I know your camera's going nuts. And she'd be taking these baby steps. And y'all know Candi, she's got these long, big old Amazon legs. You know, she can make a big stride, hit the rope. Them damn baby steps going. And to this day, I have never been able to get her out of the baby steps.
That's not good.
No, but it worked for her. It did. It worked for her. Just because something doesn't work for me or it's a little bit awkward, you know, we usually could work around stuff. But Candi was amazing. That girl could drink some beer too.
Now, did Verne change after the success of Wrestlerock? Because that was, you know, a pretty big hurdle that he jumped. Yeah, he did. He changed after that a bit because he knew that some of his talent was thinking about going over to Vince. Right. And at that point in time, I was not one of those people. Sean and Morty had meetings with him at the time, and we were working with the Rockers, and I was managing Buddy Rose and Doug Summer. But he got what he did after the Wrestlerock success. You know, he started getting into there in his old mentality again. You know, it's going to kick the territory off. And he wanted everybody to sign contracts. Huh. 2-year contract, $500 a month. I wouldn't sign. The Rockers signed. For $500 a month? No, 500 a week.
Okay.
Excuse me. My mistake. 500 a week.
I was going to say, that's peanuts.
Yeah, it was. But I wouldn't sign the contract because I knew that if I got a call, I wasn't really expecting to get a call or anything like that. I was just real leery of committing myself to these people for $500 a week.
It was like, how many nights would you have to work for 500?
That was some long trips, probably about 4.
So you get paid $500 for working 4 shots?
Right.
Wow.
Yeah, but at that point in time in my career, they said, you're paying your dues. So that was just something that you didn't question. But I had the option of signing that paper or not signing it, and I opted not to sign it.